Okay, all right. Let's finish this up with AB. Man, I don't know if we can do overtime. Dude, can we do this? Is gonna be part of bonus time. This is bonus time. We'll talk about AB and then put your comments in there real quick. We'll read them and we'll get up out of here. This is supposed to be an hour show, guys and gals. Okay, an hour show. We are an hour and a half into this, but we're having fun. We love you guys. We're gonna give you more. People have been telling us the last couple of weeks they want more. We're giving you more. Here it is. All right, AB plus Lamar. Could it be?
No, we couldn't. Before this past week, I would think, hey, maybe, Greg Roman's going to be gone. Maybe Harbaugh's turning over a new leaf. Maybe he realized they need to step it up on the offensive side of the ball. But no, there's no chance. Like if what they're doing is saying, hey, we believe in John Harbaugh and this is our guy, then there's no chance of Antonio Brown coming. And if what they're doing is saying, here's an extension, now you better get it done, and he's just saying, okay, well, I'm going to do it my way, then there's no AB coming. So there's no chance.
I'm going to go the other way on it. I'm giving you a hot take, guys. Hot take. All right. I think because Harbaugh is staying put, and look, part of me feels like this extension might be a little fraudulent, right? He still might be on the hot seat. And if not, Greg Roman is definitely on a hot seat. We haven't heard anything about any extension for Greg Roman. I think desperation kicks in, the self-preservation mode kicks in. They say, "Look, let's go ahead and look. We're not gonna draft a wide receiver again in the first round. EDC probably ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of money. AB is coming at the right price. He's got the talent." He's been saying for years that he wants to play with Lamar. Lamar's been saying for years he wants him here. The rest of the team has commented on it and said, yeah, we're good with him in this locker room. I think it's a higher possibility than people think. I'll say that. It's a higher possibility than people think. We got to see what moves are made in the offseason in terms of what they do for the offense. But more talent is definitely needed. You can sit there and say Prochet and Duvernay are enough, whatever. You can say it. You don't actually believe it. They don't actually believe it. And if they monitor AB. Look, we know Lamar and Hollywood are going to work out with AB. They've been working out with AB in the offseason every year. And I think they're going to really look long and hard about it. What's 1 year? Especially if, especially for Greg Roman, I'm going to be out of here anyway if it doesn't work out. What's 1 year? It's a lot lower risk than people make it seem. They're like, oh, well, AB, we don't need all that craziness here. What craziness? What are we talking about? What happened over in Tampa? Well, Tampa, look, their coach is a hothead. He's a mess too. Okay. And we got a donation from OTR Mike. Shout out to you, Mikey. He says the best nation is donation. Hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. You want to be awesome like Mikey? Hit that donation, right? Hit that link. Hit that Cash App. You can get a nice comment put up on the screen just like Mikey there. All right. Jonathan Washington says, Mike Thomas to Baltimore, please. And
listen, I'll say this. All that withstanding, everything you said, right? All that can be true, right?
Yeah.
Get ready for Jamison Crowder to be a Baltimore Raven.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. That wouldn't surprise me. We'll finally get Juju or something like that.
No. Juju got his sights set higher.
Yeah.
The stories out there that he's looking to sign with the Chiefs. Y'all had your chance to sign him. They
but you
should
know
have
what?
signed him last year.
But what happened is they'll say no. We'll take AB.
No,
listen,
they'll take Juju over AB.
Would they?
They would. Juju got years. Juju got years left.
The Chiefs are always in win now mode. Right,
and Juju will absolutely help them win now. He led the league in receptions from the slot last year, right? Like he fills a nice void on that team. And AB got maybe a year, maybe two left.
Would they take Juju and AB?
Listen, they've already got AB. His name is Josh Gordon, and they waived him to put him on the practice squad.
Listen, but look. That's the team that will absolutely take AB in the heartbeat. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care at all. All they want to know is, are you available to play? Yes, then suit up. and don't talk to me about anything that happens off the field. That's their policy, and we need to adapt that. What's up, Garnett? Garnett says our locker room could barely handle Earl. They could. They
handled Earl very well. They got him up out of there.
Listen, it wasn't Earl punching Chuck Clark in the face that got him up out of there. He just didn't perform well.
Yeah,
he didn't perform well enough. I should say he was all right. He didn't perform well enough. If he was the playmaker they thought they were getting, that punch in the face, they would have said, that's just a little scuffle. They're fine now. They would have gotten over that real quick.
Again, it's the same thing with the Jets, right? When that dude punched Geno Smith in the face, they said, "Is that Geno Smith? Like, why'd you run into dude's fist?"
No, they cut that dude.
No, they cut him because it blew up. Rex Ryan went and signed him again.
Yeah, he did.
Rex Ryan didn't care.
He did.
When Steve Smith broke what was his name? Ken I can't remember now. Ken Lucas. He broke Ken Lucas's jaw. They didn't do nothing to Steve Smith.
Right.
They said, listen, you might need to run some extra laps, but you better be out there week 1.
When you're performing, a lot of things can be handled, and a lot of things can be not a big deal. When you're not performing, even if you're a great locker room guy, you're a great teammate and all that stuff, you're a good guy. When you suck, nothing hurts a team more. Yeah. You guys hate Miles Boykin, right? You hate him, right? And he didn't do anything to you, right? But you treat him like he's AB. There's the worst red flag that you can possibly have is that you can't play. That cannot be fixed. AB can just calm down. He could say, you know what, I can get myself together for a season. Or he might just get here, and Harbaugh is just better at handling AB because he's not a jerk like Bruce Arians. You guys know Bruce Arians is a major jerk, right? Mm-hmm. You know that. You know, as soon as AB left, he got fined for hitting another player on the field. You saw that, right? You saw Shannon Sharp talk about that. Shannon Sharp said, if that was me, I'd have knocked him out. Talking about Bruce Arians.
Yeah, I saw that they offered AB $200,000 to pretend to be crazy.
Yeah, that's the type of organization that you're dealing with, right? They kicked him off the field because he said, "I'm hurt." Let's put it all in perspective. It's not all on AB. It's easy to scapegoat AB because of his past. I get that, but those guys are nuts, right? Yeah. Bruce Arians is a nut. You ever heard him talk? Yo, that dude is a nut. Don't get it twisted. He is definitely culpable in that. Maybe he comes to Baltimore and Harbaugh is just a lot more level-headed, right? He knows how to talk to players, and AB is just like, all good. I'll go out there and play.
He gets along better with Lamar, and his cousin is there in Hollywood.
Yes,
and it's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm willing to take that chance. But no, probably not if we're being real about it. But us talking about it, that's the other thing too. Man, don't clutch your pearls when we bring up AB, right? We see for the people on Twitter, the people that come through here and say, not gonna happen, right? Man, we're just talking. Relax. Calm down. If it's not going to happen, you don't need to shout it. We don't need to shout it. We're just talking about it. All right? It's all right. But, I think because
you know what else isn't going to happen? Sacking your way to another Super Bowl. So whatever. We all going to be unhappy together.
Yeah. Okay. Quick bonus time. We're going to read a couple of comments, and we're going to get up out of here. And then we'll continue this in the overtime show. Black Daniel says, I'm a Wizards fan. I'll just be quiet. Well, there you go. Thank you.
That was quite a performance they put on yesterday.
Andre Mir says, I don't think he'll work with the system we have. So no, but I'm conflicted on AB at this point. Listen.
Y'all ain't got no system.
We don't have any real system. You're talking about just a heavy run. He doesn't want to go out there and be a blocker. I think Greg Roman is going to try to implement more passing, and I think that's why T. Martin and Keith Williams are here to actually design those plays, and he can call them, right? He'll try to implement more passing in that way. And look, you want more talent. Again, you know, the system doesn't get better by not adding talent. It gets better with talent. So yeah, I think he'll work out here. You know, and it's 1 year. I think he can get it together for 1 year, especially if, you know, there's a possibility of winning the Super Bowl. Super Bowl can hide a lot of things. Look, we had Anquan
like
Bolden
it did
here.
in Tampa, like it did in Tampa last year.
Like it did with Anquan Bolden. Anquan Bolden was used to getting 11, 12, 1,300 yards over in Arizona before he got to Baltimore. And he never hit 1,000 yards in Baltimore. But we won that Super Bowl. So he's like, you know what? I love it here. I think I'll stay. Yeah. You know, Attitude Pop says, everyone is saying don't sign AB, I think he meant to say. But if Lamar say sign AB, you do it. Shannon said he said hell no, because he knows he's the opposite of being a Raven and he's a cancer to the locker room. And Stephen A said no. Yeah, I mean, look, those are guys that aren't in the locker room. They're not playing the game anymore. Stephen A never played the game. Stephen A is not even a football fan. Let's just be real about that, right? He doesn't really watch football. He covers just enough to make you think he watches it. He don't really follow that. But nobody understands the locker room more than the players that are there. And if they say, yeah, bring them, then bring them. And if you want to use Lamar as a scapegoat, because there's another thing I've been hearing out there. You know, they took Lamar's advice when he said go get Hollywood Brown. When they asked him who did he want, he said Hollywood Brown. So that's why they drafted Hollywood Brown. So it's on Lamar. Well, he's also saying get me AB. If you're going to if you're going to give up your GM privileges to the QB, don't do it half the time. Do it all the time, right? He's saying now get me AB. Go get AB. If that's the way you're gonna play it, or if you want to be the GM, you say, I know Hollywood is your boy, but we're gonna go ahead and get DK Metcalf.
Well, then, yeah, or own the fact that you made a terrible pick.
Yes, yeah,
because look, he's not a terrible player. I'm not saying that, but that was a terrible pick.
Yeah.
There were at least now 5 other receivers in that draft who were better than Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon Buck says AB and Juju. What money? Does KC have any cap? KC hasn't had any cap, but they get everybody. Yeah. How did they re-up Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and bring in Frank Clark? They just brought in Melvin Ingram, right?
He didn't cost anything, but yeah.
They gave Chris Jones a bunch of money. Like, how do they ever have any money for anything? Tyrann Mathieu, like, they always have money, right? Like, because the cap isn't real. It's not a real thing. You can always manipulate it. The cap is only there to give owners an excuse to not spend money.
Yeah, and Brandon, you know how they'll sign him? By making sure 8 years from now they're $74 million over the cap, and then everybody can say, "See, told you."
Yeah. All right. Nitro says, "I want Lamar to have so many weapons. You think he is the coffee-colored John Wick?"
Listen, that's what they do for Pat Mahomes, right? Like, all of a sudden, you pop up and Jerick McKinnon is there, and he's a major threat in the pass game out of the backfield.
Yeah,
they didn't have him before. They didn't need Jerick McKinnon, but they said, "Hey, he's available. He's cheap. He can play. Bring him in."